the arousal that's created from those stress hormones is a rush of energy. And so then people use the problems and the conditions in their life to reaffirm their conditioning or their addiction to that emotion. And in a sense, they become addicted to the life they don't even like. And this is why change is so hard. So then when a person makes up their mind to change and they say, okay, I'm not going to say I can't, I'm not going to judge another person, I'm not going to blame, I'm not going to complain, I'm not going to make excuses, I'm not going to be a victim, I'm not going to talk trash about anybody, I'm just going to stop. Well, that works out really well for the first couple hours. Then the body's saying you're out of schedule. You normally at 8 in the morning, you're getting traffic and you're angry. Then at 11 o'clock, you check your emails and you're really judgmental and frustrated. The body's saying, oh, well, you've been doing this for the last 20 years. You're just going to stop today. So now the body, which has been conditioned emotionally to be the mind, wants to return back to its familiar territory, to the known. So the body starts influencing the mind. And it says, come on. This is a good time to judge. Come on, this is a good time to suffer. It's your ex's fault. It's the government's fault. It's the weather, the news, whatever it is. And if we accept, believe, and surrender to that thought without analyzing it, it slips by and it begins to program the autonomic nervous system to make those pharmacy of chemicals. And so that's when the person makes the same choice, does the same thing, creates the same experience just for that familiar feeling. Okay, I'll complain just so I can feel suffering. Then they'd rather be unhappy than step into the unknown, to step into possibility.
Imagine this. You're standing on the edge of a vast ocean with endless possibilities stretching out before you. Now picture all the circumstances that have shaped your life, your upbringing, your education, your job, your relationships. They're like waves in the ocean, sometimes crashing against you, other times gently guiding you along. But here's the thing. Your circumstances don't define you. They might shape your journey, but they don't determine your destination. You see, it's not about where you start. It's about where you're headed and who you become along the way. Think about it. Some of the most incredible success stories come from the most unlikely places. People who've faced unimaginable challenges, setbacks, and obstacles, yet still manage to rise above them. What sets them apart? It's not luck or privilege, it's their mindset. They understand that life isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions to align. It's about making the most of what you have, right here, right now. It's about embracing the journey, the highs and the lows, and using every experience as a stepping stone to greatness. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. She grew up in poverty, faced abuse and discrimination, and was told she'd never amount to anything. But she refused to let her circumstances define her. Instead, she used her pain as fuel, her struggles as stepping stones, and her dreams as guiding stars. Today, she's one of the most influential women in the world, inspiring millions with her story of resilience, courage, and triumph. Right now, if you're feeling all tangled up in emotions that don't feel good, it's like your brain is stuck in a loop. You keep thinking the same stuff over and over, and it's like you can't see beyond how you feel. But here's the deal. Those emotions, like frustration or anger, they're from the past. They're like echoes, keeping you stuck in yesterday. But guess what? You can break free from that loop. It's about getting your brain in sync, working smarter, not harder. And it starts with a clear goal and feeling good. Yep, feeling good. But how do you feel good when things aren't peachy yet? It's like waiting for the party before you're even invited. Most folks spend ages waiting for stuff to fix them, but that just keeps the cycle going. You got to flip the script. Instead of waiting for the good stuff, start feeling good now. Imagine you're waiting for a friend to show up with your favorite dessert. You're excited, picturing the taste of that sweet treat. But what if I told you that you didn't have to wait for the dessert to arrive to start feeling good? Sounds crazy, right? Well, it's not. See, we often think that happiness is something we'll get when the stars align and everything falls into place. But what if I told you that happiness is actually something we create within ourselves? It's like planting seeds in a garden. You don't wait for the flowers to bloom before feeling satisfied. You feel satisfied knowing that you're nurturing something beautiful. Let me break it down with an example. You've been eyeing a dream you've had for ages, like starting your own business. Every day you tell yourself, once I've got my business going, then I'll feel successful and fulfilled. But as time passes, that dream seems to drift further away, always out of reach. Then one day, something clicks inside you. You realize that you don't have to wait for your dreams to come true to start feeling fulfilled. Instead, you decide to feel grateful for the opportunity to chase those dreams, even if the road ahead is uncertain. So, you dive in with a sense of joy and excitement, regardless of what lies ahead. And guess what? Your business takes off. But more than that, you discover that the real joy was in the journey, the late nights brainstorming ideas, the moments of doubt, and the small victories along the way. By choosing to feel good first, you not only achieved your goal, but also savored every step of the journey. So here's the deal. You don't have to wait for the stars to align to start feeling good. Start feeling grateful, excited, and fulfilled right now, and watch as the universe begins to conspire in your favor. After all, happiness isn't something you find, it's something you create. So remember, you don't have to wait for the good stuff to feel good. Start feeling grateful, excited, and fulfilled right now, and watch as the good stuff starts flowing into your life. After all, happiness isn't something you find, it's something you create. It's like shaking up a routine. You know those things you do without even thinking? Like watching the same show every day? Your brain loves routine, but sometimes it needs a shakeup. When you catch those automatic thoughts and habits, that's when you're in the driver's seat. And yeah, it's hard work, but every time you stop dwelling on the past or getting caught up in old emotions, that's a win. Think of it as training your brain to focus on what's happening now, not what's already gone. And when you do that, you're ready for whatever's next. So when you feel like you're stuck in a rut, just remember, you have the power to hit pause, step back, and see things in a whole new light. That's when you truly set yourself free. When you're starting something new, it can feel a bit odd. Our brains love familiarity because it feels safe. But guess what? The magic happens when we step into the unknown. Picture it like going through a makeover. At first, it's tough because you're breaking free from your old ways, facing discomfort, and your body's all like, hey, what's going on here? But if you stick with it, amazing things can happen. The trick is to keep an eye on your thoughts. Most of the time, they're driving the bus without us even realizing. But when you start paying attention, you take back control. You realize that just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. So instead of letting those old thoughts and emotions boss you around, you start rewiring your brain for positivity. It's like giving yourself an upgrade. Taking control of our thoughts and rewiring our brains is like embarking on a thrilling adventure through the uncharted territory of our minds. It's a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. But fear not, fellow traveler, for I shall be your guide on this exhilarating quest. First things first, let's talk about our thoughts. Picture them as wild horses galloping through the plains of your mind, untamed and unpredictable. But here's the secret. You're the master of the herd. You have the power to rein in those runaway thoughts and steer them in the direction you desire. One powerful tool in your arsenal is mindfulness. It's like a compass that helps you navigate through the maze of your mind. By tuning into the present moment, you become aware of your thoughts as they arise, allowing you to choose which ones to follow and which ones to let go. But mindfulness is just the beginning. To truly take control of our thoughts, we must become the architects of our own minds. This means actively shaping our thoughts and beliefs to align with our goals and aspirations. It's like sculpting a masterpiece out of raw clay, molding each thought with intention and purpose. One effective technique for rewiring our brains is cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying negative thought patterns and replacing them with more positive and empowering ones. It's like renovating an old house, tearing down walls of self-doubt and building new foundations of self-confidence and resilience. Another powerful tool for brain rewiring is visualization. It's like creating a mental blueprint of your ideal future and then working tirelessly to bring it to life. By vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals and embodying the person you want to become, you send powerful signals to your brain, laying down new neural pathways that lead straight to success. And let's not forget about the power of repetition. Just like learning to play a musical instrument or mastering a new skill, rewiring our brains takes practice. It's like doing push-ups for your mind, strengthening those neural connections with each repetition until they become second nature. It's not a walk in the park, but with practice, you can train yourself to respond differently. And by focusing on feeling grateful and positive, even before good stuff happens, you're getting ready for success. Meditation helps a ton with this. It's like hitting the gym for your brain. You become more aware of both your old and new self. And here's the cool part. Science backs it up. People make incredible changes just by changing how they think, act, and feel. It's like flipping a switch from being stuck in the past to creating a new future. But it starts with a decision. You write down what you want, imagine how it'll feel, and boom, you're on your way. Imagining and feeling what we want to achieve is like planting seeds of intention in the fertile soil of our minds. It's not just a daydream, it's a powerful tool for manifesting our desires and shaping our reality. When we imagine what we want to achieve, we're essentially creating a mental blueprint of our desired outcome. This clarity of vision helps us stay focused and motivated, guiding our actions towards our goals with purpose and determination. Feeling what we want to achieve helps us align our emotions with our desires. Emotions are like fuel for manifestation. When we infuse our visions with positive feelings like joy, gratitude, and excitement, we amplify their magnetic pull, drawing them closer to us with each passing moment. Our brains are wired to prioritize information that aligns with our beliefs and goals. By vividly imagining our desired outcomes, we activate the ROS, a network of neurons that filters incoming stimuli and directs our attention towards opportunities that support our vision. So how can we effectively imagine and feel what we want to achieve? First, visualization. Set aside time each day to visualize your goals as if they've already been accomplished. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in the sensory details of your desired outcome. See it, hear it, feel it, taste it, smell it. Engage all your senses to make the experience as vivid and real as possible. Next, emotional anchoring. Attach positive emotions to your visions by recalling past experiences of success, joy, and fulfillment. As you visualize your goals, summon these feelings and let them infuse every aspect of your imagined reality. The more deeply you feel the emotions associated with your desires, the more powerful your manifestation becomes. Then affirmations. Use affirmations to reinforce your beliefs and reinforce your vision. Craft affirmations that reflect your desired outcomes and repeat them regularly with conviction and belief. By affirming your intentions in the present tense, you program your subconscious mind to accept them as truths, paving the way for their manifestation. And finally, gratitude practice. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the blessings already present in your life and those yet to come. Express gratitude for your envisioned successes as if they've already manifested, acknowledging them as inevitable realities on their way to fruition. By combining the power of imagination with the potency of emotion, we can unlock the limitless potential within us and manifest our wildest dreams into reality. So dare to dream big, feel deeply, and watch as the universe conspires to make your visions a living, breathing truth. Sure, it's a journey, but it's worth it. You start noticing synchronicities, those little signs guiding you forward. And with each step, you're becoming more aware, more conscious of your choices. You're not just running on autopilot anymore. You're taking the wheel. So if you're ready to break free from old habits and create a new reality, you're in the right place. It's not about where you've been or what you've done. It's about where you're headed. And trust me, there's a whole world of possibilities waiting for you out there. So check this out. When we start paying attention to what's going on inside us, it's like turning on a whole new light. Suddenly, everything from how we see the world to what we think about politics and money starts to shift. But here's the kicker. The media we consume plays a huge role in shaping how we feel and what we think. Ever notice how a sad movie can turn your mood upside down? It's crazy how much power what we watch can have over us. But here's the thing. Relying on outside stuff to control our emotions isn't the way to go. My mission: to give folks the lowdown on what science says can actually help them change for the better. And get this, when we start feeling good vibes like self-love or gratitude, we're not just feeling warm fuzzies. Nope, we're literally rewiring our brains for the better. But here's where it gets real interesting. It's not just about understanding stuff in our heads. Nah, it's about diving in and experiencing it firsthand. When we're stressed, it's like our bodies go into panic mode, ready to fight or flee. Sure, that's cool in the short run, but if it happens all the time, we're in trouble. And guess what's causing most of that stress? Stuff that ain't even real threats, like work drama or the news. Talk about a buzzkill. To break free from this cycle, we got to start telling ourselves a new story. One where we're in charge, not our past. And yeah, it's going to take some serious oomph. But when we commit to it with all we've got, magic starts to happen. Letting go of old baggage can be scary, but it's worth it. Instead of being weighed down by past pain, we can finally feel light and free. I've met plenty of folks who feel stuck because of their past. They're craving freedom, but they're not sure how to get there. Some try all sorts of methods, but here's the real deal. Understanding your past ain't enough to change how you act. You got to work through those emotions, let them go, and move forward. And let me tell you, when you do, it's like stepping out of the shadows into the sunlight. But here's the kicker. Change ain't just in your head. Nah, it's in your whole body. So when you let go of that old stuff, your whole vibe shifts. Memories can be tricky, making our past seem worse than they really were. But here's the truth. Change takes time, effort, and a whole lot of courage. It's about facing those tough moments and choosing to keep moving forward no matter what. So here's the deal. Yeah, it's going to be tough, and you might stumble along the way. But every time you pick yourself up, you're showing the world what you're made of. And let me tell you, that's something to be proud of. So keep on keeping on, because greatness is just around the corner. And hey, if you made it this far, you're already on the right track. Keep believing in yourself, and you'll see just how far you can go. Thank you to everyone who watched the video and joined us on this journey of discovery. Your support means the world to us. If you enjoyed what you saw and want to be part of our community, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our latest content and be the first to know about exciting new releases.